What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. And just when I thought it was going to be a slower news day, we have a new report coming in from LRM.com all about Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger casting confirmed for Star Wars and all of that goodness. Let's get right into it. No time to waste. And funny enough, I was actually just working on a video, which I guess I'll probably drop Sunday now, about everything we know about the Book of Boba Fett. And in that video, I was talking about LRM.com because they have had a lot of juicy exclusives and broke a lot of news about characters that are going to be in the Book of Boba Fett as well. So look out for that because I talked Thrawn in that Book of Boba Fett video, likely dropping on Sunday now. So here we go. Check this out. It says Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger casting confirmed. This is an exclusive Barside Buzz, okay? So Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger casting confirmed. Over a year ago, LRM broke the news that Lucasfilm was planning on expanding the Star Wars Disney Plus shows with an Ahsoka, Boba Fett, and a combined Ezra Bridger and Thrawn show. Since then, Disney has announced the upcoming shows, the Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka, coming in December 21 and 2022, respectively. With the debut of the live-action version of Ahsoka in The Mandalorian, we learned that the famed Tor Gruda was on the hunt for Thrawn. It is safe to assume that Thrawn and Ezra are together since the last time we saw both characters, they were being taken into hyperspace by the Purrgil. While we haven't heard any updates of the Ezra and Thrawn show, we do have an important announcement to share. We are now confident in reporting that Mena Massoud has been cast as Ezra Bridger along with Lars Mikkelsen portraying Grand Admiral Thrawn. This may not be shocking to some fans as Massoud and Mikkelsen have been fan favorites and forecasting these two popular Star Wars characters. Let's just see what they say about Ezra. Massoud is a talented actor who rose to stardom portraying the role of Aladdin in the Disney live-action remake. While his popularity grew after the movie, the opportunity for new roles did not come as fast as he would like. It is safe to assume that with this new role, Massoud will be busy for the next couple of years. A while back, Mena posted on Instagram a photo of him shirtless with the caption, getting all the attention, "Hey, just so you know, when I escape, I won't hurt any of you," which was of course a reference to a line from Ezra Bridger in Star Wars Rebels. Kessel Run Transmission had originally reported that Massoud was the favorite and talks were ongoing. However, Massoud is now signed. We can't confirm. I have something to say about that as well, so we'll get into that in just a sec. Thrawn. They say here, news of Lars Mikkelsen coming to the Mandoverse as Grand Admiral Thrawn is welcoming news for fans of Star Wars Rebels, as Mikkelsen himself voiced Thrawn in the animated series for 17 episodes. Thrawn is one of the most unique characters in the Star Wars universe. He was first introduced in the novel Heir to the Empire in 1991 and quickly rose in popularity, which has led multiple novel trilogies, comic book appearances, and animation. However, he is the only character that has transitioned from the expanded universe into Star Wars canon. I don't know if that's true. I feel like there's other characters that have come from Legends in, but this is pretty crazy news. Now, again, for some of you out there, you might be like, I thought this was always the case. I thought we already knew this kind of stuff. Well, I want to sort of explain to you just a little bit of how this sort of scooping insider thing works. So some of you are like, oh, I hate this kind of crap. Bear with me. It's just going to take a second here. Back in the day, right, around the time of The Mandalorian Season 2, when, yes, I did think Ezra Bridger was going to show up, a lot of insiders and people were like, no, Josh, it's not going to happen. There were some reports out there that made me feel like it was, and I got too fanboyishly into what Rahul Cooley was posting on social media about this because I thought it was awesome and I thought it might be some indication that he was going to be in the show. Now, what that turned out to be was him trying to get the role for the show. And I know some stuff about that I don't necessarily want to just put out there, but for, let's just say, a variety of reasons, Rahul was told he will not get the role of Ezra Bridger. Now, I've heard Rahul Cooley may still do some stuff with Star Wars and may still do some stuff in the shows, but you got to understand from his perspective and from his agent's perspective, they want him to get the big role. But basically, that's what happened with Rahul. He's not going to be Ezra, and Mena was said to be getting the role, okay? And so from all the way back in the day, it looked like Mena was going to be the one to get it. But literally until I think last week, I think it was 2 Fridays ago when Mena actually signed the contract, now he is officially set to be Ezra. And Lars, I don't know when Lars signed exactly, but it may well have been around this time as well, with some of the plans for these two characters being fine-tuned for the future in order to get the contracts exactly right. So oftentimes what happens, guys, is you will hear reports out there from insider scoopers or even sometimes the trades, and they're saying this person is going to be in this role, and that is like a 99.9% chance of being the way that it is, because both parties have tentatively agreed to such things, but until the contracts are completely figured out and signed, it's not official as a whistle. So now it is official as a whistle. And again, I sort of knew about this a couple of weeks ago, but now that this report is here and they're talking about the fact that both of them are confirmed and that there's going to be that Ezra Thrawn show, kind of gives us now this chance to explain it. So that's sort of what's going on and sort of a little bit of how the scooping insider game works. And yeah, as far as Lars being the one, this I think was figured out a while ago, and I love this choice. I mean, I think that he is fantastic as the voice, and he is a physically good actor as well. So him being Thrawn in live action makes a lot of sense. Now, let's kind of get into some of the speculative territory on what I think you could read between the lines within this report. If we look at the timing of everything that is going on, it does seem that they are moving towards Thrawn and Ezra being a very, very big part of whatever comes next. One has to wonder if the complications with the contract or simply just having this long of negotiations means that they're going to be in these roles for a long time to come. I just talked about, again, in that Book of Boba Fett video, which we'll probably release on Sunday now, that it seems that Disney has some kind of a plan where they're going to move all of these pieces in a saga type format in order for Thrawn to be a very big bad of this shared Mandoverse or Filoniverse that is happening on Disney Plus. Now, my gut is telling me that this is possibly leading towards something cinematic or something that will last years and years within the real world, and you'll have content for years and years over on Disney Plus that is all sort of involved with Thrawn and this Mando time period. Again, I've been talking about the Filoniverse for a long time, and I think that that is a huge focus for them. It leads me to believe, again, that you could be seeing something in the movie theaters at the end of all of this. And the last thing that I'm sort of thinking with regards to this report and just the scheduling of the shows and all the things that I've heard from behind the scenes is that I think what you're going to possibly get, guys, is Book of Boba Fett rolling right into the Mandalorian Season 3 with the December release of Book of Boba Fett this year and a possible spring 2022 release of Mando. And then I think you will see that repeated with Ahsoka dropping in the winter of 2022 and then early 2023, this Thrawn and Ezra show being a big thing. With this contracts being finalized, I could certainly see them starting production on the Thrawn and Ezra show and possibly even doing some reshoots or some connective tissue type shoots on the lots to put Ezra and Thrawn in to the Ahsoka show, which I do still think has some things to shoot before it will release. So overall, guys, we have our Ezra Bridger. I have heard Ezra is a huge part of what Disney wants to do with Star Wars moving forward. That's likely why the contract took as long as it did to finalize. It is finalized according to LRM. I can confirm I've heard from great sources that it is finalized for Ezra. I'm not sure about Lars, but I've been hearing for a long time that Lars is in. I have no reason to doubt LRM. They have good Star Wars sources. And again, there's some speculation that Thrawn's going to be a massive deal for the Mandoverse and for the Star Wars brand moving forward. I'm pumped. I hope you are pumped. Let me know what you think about this report, about Ezra and Thrawn being officially cast, and this crazy Mando/Filoniverse thing that I think is going to take over the Star Wars brand. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. Make sure you are checking out our live streaming channel where I live stream all the freaking time. And as I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.